Finally, someone who gets it. Finally, someone who gets it. What's going on, y'all? I'm back again, and I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk with this guy. Well, not talk to him. I'm not debating. Let me just make that real clear. I'm not debating because debating people who are not invested in Bitcoin or who don't like Bitcoin, it's just a circle jerk. It's really a waste of time. But I just wanted here to say that finally I found somebody who doesn't buy Bitcoin, who's not into Bitcoin, and who's explained their points in an educational, articulate way, and had some valid points to an extent to where at least they know what they're talking about and they actually studied Bitcoin. That's one thing that I can say about this guy, Ali Sharp. I can tell that he studied Bitcoin and he knows at least the basics about it. Other people who talk nonsense and just bash it, they talk about, oh, where the servers at? Like, come on, people. Come on, people. Like, where the servers at? There are no servers. There's like 25,000 people across the globe in all jurisdictions, every country that is running the Bitcoin core network. That's the servers. People are the servers. There's no designated area of servers. Anyway, that was just an example of somebody who doesn't, that you know for a fact that don't study Bitcoin. They don't know that there are no servers when it comes to Bitcoin. There's only people in their laptops. But anyway, this guy, I can tell he knows his stuff. But only thing I will say is that if you do go check him out, I would actually recommend you go check out his video about Bitcoin. It's two of them, at least the ones that I've seen. There's an 18-minute one that he did back in 2021, and then there's just one. It's a 33-minute one that he just did about a month ago. If you're watching this video in June of 2026, I'm just gonna speak on the first one real quick. The first one that he did back in 2021, he's talked about the proof of work network and how it's unsustainable because you're gonna need continuing energy. You're gonna need a continuous amount of energy to secure the network over time, and in doing so, you're gonna create pockets of time, pockets of pools or pockets of people that upgrade their equipment and people that don't upgrade their equipment. And the people that upgrade their equipment is going to have the more efficient, faster computers that will find blocks faster, which gives them more percentage of the network of miners. So their percentage, like 30%, 40%, they'll get 50%, 60, almost 90% of the network will be theirs because they will have the more efficient computer hardware. But one thing he failed to notice, or one thing he failed to research, I don't know how he missed this, is that that's already happened back in 2014. And with the people of Bitcoin, and it's just mind-blowing. It's really heartwarming, actually, that the people in Bitcoin will not let Bitcoin be compromised. They will not let it die. That, and I can say that with 100% certainty. So back in 2014, one mining pool had over 50% of the network, of the power. And they went to a forum. I don't know where it was. It doesn't matter. But they contacted each other and said, "Hey, let's leave this pool because we have more than 51% of the network coming in. We have more. We have 51% of the blocks coming into this pool. So let's leave this pool." And they literally left the pool and went to mine on other mining pool hardware, other mining pool softwares. So that's not a problem. And then his last video, He said it can't be digital gold because the internet. If the internet goes down, there's no more Bitcoin. Guys, just in what scenario? In what apocalyptic scenario will the internet ever go down? That argument. I mean, maybe that one I can't say that he's put much thought into it. Maybe, or I just don't understand how people can come up with that argument. If the internet goes down, multi-billionaire companies will lose money. Amazon, Google, Apple, they will go under overnight if the internet goes down. We run on the internet, guys. Like, come on. Commerce, businesses, hospitals, they run on the internet. Let's stop coming up with this bullshit ass scenario. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. There was a world at one time where we didn't have internet. I was there. I'm aging myself, but you get it. If you were there, if you're over 40, you were there as well. That world is not here anymore. We're not gonna go back to that world. Okay? So that's not a valid scenario. Okay. That one I can't get to. But his other points, that Bitcoin is not a money that you can use every day, but his argument kind of fell a little bit apart because he used the El Salvador example. If you don't know, El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender and in 2020. I want to say 2020, 2021. And they gave everybody $25 worth of Bitcoin, and almost everybody, I want to say 98% of people, just cashed it in for the cash. You cannot base an analysis off of that, off of one country's experiment with Bitcoin. First of all, because how are you gonna so we're gonna just give one of the poorest countries in the world Bitcoin and see what they do with it. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, of course you're giving poor people money, poor people digital money. What they gonna do? Okay, hey, this is a meal for me. This is a meal for the whole week. I'm gonna cash it in so that we can buy food, buy groceries with it. Of course, you're giving people in poverty extra money, extra digital money that they don't know about. Number two, one, it's a poor country. Two, they don't know what Bitcoin really is. They just know it's digital currency that has been emerged. They don't even know when it came out. I'm pretty sure half of Salvadorians don't even know who created it, when it came out, how many coins can be mined. They don't know nothing about Bitcoin. So of course, oh shoot, this is Bitcoin. Oh snap, I can transfer it to people, or I can use it to people, or I can just cash out and just have physical dollars instead of whatever their currency. I don't even know the currency that they use in El Salvador, but I'm pretty sure that the dollar is worth more than whatever currency that they have. So you can't use that as an experiment or to come up with an analysis about Bitcoin being day-to-day money. Like, that's not fair to Bitcoin. Do that in America. Make Bitcoin legal tender in America, and let's see what happens. Like, the adoption will be incredible. The adoption will be crazy, but nobody wants to talk about that because it's not legal yet. Okay, it's not legal yet, so you can't make an analysis about it, especially not in a small country, in a small economy like El Salvador. Come on, bro. How many people's over there? Like 2-3 million? Like, come on, bro. So anyway, then he said something about I know I sound like I'm debating, but I'm really not. It's just I like his points because I can tell he studied Bitcoin. So I've heard it all before, and it's kind of like PTSD. I'm not gonna lie, but I like the way he articulated the points. That's the basis behind this rebuttal kind of video. So I had to just say something. So, and then he said it doesn't have censorship properties because the money rails that people have to use in order to transfer Bitcoin. The government of whatever country that you reside in can see your transactions through the exchanges. And we get that, but he doesn't know nothing about CoinJoin. He doesn't know nothing about PayJoin. There are privacy agents. There's privacy things that you can do. There's privacy programs out there that you can use to shield your transactions. There's Midnight, and I don't even mess with ERC20 tokens and things outside of Bitcoin. But when I hear that, I'm like, if you talk about anything about privacy, I'm for it. I don't care what coin it is. So Midnight is something that I don't think Charles Hoskinson created it, but I want to say, backs it. And he made Cardano. If you don't know, that's another cryptocurrency. But he's affiliated with Midnight, and Midnight is something that you can use to hide your transactions on the blockchain. There's also Starknet blockchain. Starknet is also a protocol that you can use to shield your transactions on Bitcoin. And then last but not least, I mean, who don't know about the Liquid network? Maybe people don't know about it. But if you have the Liquid network, all Liquid network transactions are private. So all you have to do is transfer your Bitcoin into the Liquid network, do whatever you want to do, transfer it back, and they can't go back and see what you did, because if they did, all they're going to see is that the amount is private, the asset is private, the person is private. There's no amounts, there's no wallet addresses. You can't see nothing. It all says private if you try to trace it backwards. So we got that. That's the easiest thing that you could do to become private on and not be censored. So that argument is not really the greatest for him either. But these are just things that he probably doesn't know. He probably doesn't know that there's protocols out there that you can shield your Bitcoin. And not to mention, like I said, CoinJoin, but Wasabi. There's Wasabi, Whirlpool, which was shut down with the government with the Samurai wallet that they made an example of those guys. It's hard to see, hard to fathom, and it's sad to see. Unfortunate they gave those guys 5 years in prison for creating a privacy tool to shield your transactions on Bitcoin. Like, guy, like if that, and I'm pretty sure Aussie doesn't know. Ali doesn't know about that either. He doesn't know about the Whirlpool guys receiving, I think it's 5 years. It could be 10 years. I think it was 5. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's 5. They received 5 years in prison for creating the Samurai wallet. I'm pretty sure if he knew this, he wouldn't be talking about Bitcoin not being censorship resistant. And then he said we can't use it for international as an international way of payment. And I'm like, he said some stuff that I was just like, that's incorrect, because no matter what, you're not gonna tell me that it costs less and it takes less time to use the banking system, to use the SWIFT system over Bitcoin. It's impossible. It doesn't make sense. It costs cents, literally 10, 20, 30 cents to send $1 million through time and space within an hour, versus the SWIFT network, which costs, depending on the amount of money. So I want to say 10%, what, $100,000 to send $1 million. That takes 3 to 5 business days on the SWIFT network. Like, that's no comparison, bro. No comparison. Maybe 10% is a stiff amount. I think it's pretty much 5%. To send an international wire is 5 to 6% on the amount that you send. So if you're sending $1 million, you got to give $50,000 for the fee, and then it doesn't go directly. They don't get it right away. It's 3 to 5 business days. So I don't know what he was talking about. Maybe I should rewatch that part. But as soon as he said it, I was like, no, the international transfer. There's no way you're gonna get me on that. There's no way you're gonna make an argument with that. He said, I forgot what he said. That's how checked out I was. Maybe it's not fair to him, but that, like, the amount of money and time that you spend to get a wire transfer through the Swift network is ridiculous. So you cannot tell me that it's better than Bitcoin when it only costs cents to move value, to move that same amount of money, and you get it within 1 hour. I would say 10 minutes, but to get verification, to complete verification, takes six transactions, or six, you get it, 6 blocks. And 6 blocks, 10 minutes a block is an hour. So you're not going to tell me that Bitcoin is not good for international transfers of money. Like, I don't understand where he got that from. And then there was one other thing, but it really didn't matter. He was basing it off of something that, again, that was just unfair to Bitcoin itself. So that was basically the whole deal with him and Bitcoin. But I applaud him. I like the content that he created around the Bitcoin, and his points was valid. It's just that some things that he don't know about that kind of makes his argument null and void. So that's about it, guys. I mean, I appreciate you watching. If you want, or if you can, please send this video to him. Maybe we can have a friendly debate. And yeah, so maybe when I add him, I don't know if they get notifications, because I at YouTubers all the time. Well, I used to. I don't do it anymore, but I at YouTubers all the time, and I never get a response. So I guess I'm just that, like, yeah, it just doesn't. It's not viral enough, or they don't. It never gets to them. They never pay attention, or it just doesn't. They don't become aware of it. So I don't know. Maybe I need to work harder, but it is what it is. We still got some time for Bitcoin to be adopted. I want to say at least 5 years. Yeah, definitely a good 4. I'd say 4, because 2030, the next decade. Well, depending on who the president, not specifically the president, but just the geopolitical environment. What happens between 2028 and 2032? That's gonna be the transmission. That's gonna be the transition. That's gonna be the catalyst from this world that we're in right now to the new age of. I hate when they say one world government or one world order, because I don't believe in that. But yeah, after 2032, it's gonna be a different world. We're gonna have another different world. So the internet changed the world, which happened in the 90s, but nothing was really happening on the internet until 2006, 2007, after YouTube, after Google. So it was the early days. So again, 2005, 2006 was a different world. And then the financial crisis didn't help. So after that, 2010, 2011, it's a new world. We got digital. We got, well, not digital, but internet. We're all transaction on the internet, using the internet every day, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. So what I'm saying is 2028 to 2032, that's the transition from this world to a new world. So we just got to get there and see what happens. So all right, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go because I'll just keep rambling. But Ali, I appreciate your content. I get you. You're wrong on some things, but maybe you should research into things. See, that's the thing. Oh, one last thing I'm gonna let y'all go. If you don't use Bitcoin and you don't try to use it, then you're not gonna understand the things that you can do with it. You're not gonna understand the things that come with it. And That's one thing that I will say. Like, you can talk about it. You could go against it all you want, but the only way to change your mind, or the only thing that can give you a different perspective, if you use it yourself. Like, it's like saying, oh, you know, you never know if you like something or not. You know what I mean? Like, was it like uh, you never know whether you like something or not until you try it, right? So you have to try it before you can like it or not. Most people just like, they see it and they're like, oh, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But you never know until you try it. So I would challenge Ali to try Bitcoin first, do some transactions with it, send it, receive it, and then make a thesis. Or yeah, it's pretty much a thesis, because nothing's gonna happen. Nothing is. All of this is actual speculation until Bitcoin is adopted as legal tender. Once that happens, then we can start debating and making assumptions or making analysis or whatever. But by that time, it's going to be too late. And so I get that's why we make content now, in the early days before things change the world. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. The horse and buggy to the car. You know what I'm saying? Traditional travel, from cars to the bus to airplanes. Traditional communications, using those little things, I forgot what it's called, in war, and sending messages through into the telephone. And then now fire to electricity, like, you know what I'm saying? And then once it happens, nobody talks about it anymore. There's nothing to talk about, because it is what it is, and we use it for what it's meant to be used for. But everybody goes against it before that happens. So, all right, y'all. Let me let y'all go, because I can keep going on and on. Like, please subscribe, comment, share if you want. I appreciate it. And I'll talk to y'all later. You already know why I do these videos, man. Bitcoin is that update. Monetary system has never been updated since 18 whatever, whenever the dollar was created. So we need an update. We all know this. And even Ali said that. Ali said that too. Ali said we need an update for the system that we have. So I'm pretty sure Bitcoin is the best thing we have for an update. So, all right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.